Hey guys, it's Asher. I'm gonna share with you my 2024-2025 English Premier League predictions. In last place, in 20th, I have Southampton. I think we all know, given Southampton's form in previous seasons, well, especially that one particular season where they got 9-0'd twice and 7-0, we know it's gonna happen again. So Southampton, I'm sorry, y'all are getting relegated. In 19th, Nottingham Forest. I feel like Nottingham should have been the team that got relegated instead of Luton Town. I genuinely wanted Luton Town to stay up, but they didn't. So this time, I feel like Nottingham Forest, they're going to go down. Next up, which might surprise some of you, Wolves. Well, they sold some of their players. Well, I know they sold that one player to Chelsea, even though he didn't do much. So I feel like Wolves, they're probably going to go down this season. In 17th, I got Leicester City. I just want Leicester to stay up, okay? I genuinely love Leicester, especially when they won the title back in 2016. That was such an epic moment, and who knows when that's going to be repeated again. Next up, I have Ipswich. Now, I have Ipswich above Leicester due to Leicester selling one of their best players to Chelsea and also losing their manager to Chelsea. But then again, I don't think that manager is really good anyway, and this is coming from a Chelsea fan. Ipswich, I feel like y'all are going to be a little bit of a surprise package. Y'all are going to stay up, but not just stay like just above, like 17th place. Y'all are going to be finishing 16th. That's just what I think. And next up in 15th, I got Fulham. No particular reason. I think Fulham's kind of mid, and they're probably gonna have another mid-season again. So 15th. Next up, Everton. I feel like Everton's gonna do a lot better than previous seasons. I just feel like their team has a little bit more suitability, so that's gonna propel them up to 14th. In 13th, I have Bournemouth. Nothing much to say. I think that manager that they have, he's doing a decent job, so they'll finish 13th. 12th, Crystal Palace. I mean, where else are they going to finish? I mean, they finished 12th, and the only reason they finished 11th that one time was because Chelsea slipped up. Next up, West Ham. West Ham, they're probably going to have another mid-season, so 11th. Next up, Brentford. Brentford's finishing 10th in the top half, and a lot of it's due to the fact that Ivan Toney is back. So you know what? You got your best player? Okay, 10th. In 9th, I got my favorite team, Chelsea. I'm not gonna lie, Todd Boehly, you are one of the worst things to happen to Chelsea. Why do we have a squad filled with near 50 people? Why is this? And then you're still bringing people in and on these crazy contract stuff. Like, this guy's trying to make an NFL team and not look, Boehly, wrong football, okay? Wrong football. We're supposed to have about 20 people, not 50. You're making an NFL team, not an EPL team. And plus the new manager. Don't really rate him. Next up, we got Brighton in 8th. The hipster team, I mean, they're solid enough to finish in the top half, and definitely solid enough to finish above Chelsea at this point. So, Brighton's finishing 8th. In 7th, going into the Conference League, Tottenham. They're still not going to win the Conference League. They'll be in the Conference League. They're just not going to win it. I mean, Harry Kane's not there anymore, but come on, guys, it's Tottenham. It's Tottenham. We know what's gonna happen. Next up in 6th, I have Liverpool, and reason being they have a new manager. So I don't know how that's gonna particularly work out. Usually, when Liverpool gets a new manager, they don't do as well. It was the same thing with Klopp. It was the same thing with Brendan Rodgers and some other guys before him. So they're gonna finish as low as 6, I believe. But then in a couple seasons, they're gonna do better. In 5th, Aston Villa. Now, Aston Villa shocked everyone, finishing 4th. But, they haven't had Champions League in Lord knows how long, so they're gonna be kind of distracted. And with those distractions, it's gonna bring not so good performances from the players. I think they'll do well, don't get me wrong, but I feel like they're gonna just slip down to 5th. In 4th, I got Newcastle. I feel like Newcastle, they only finished where they did last season was because they were plagued with injuries. Had they not been plagued with injuries, they would have done a lot better. So I think this time they don't have as many injuries. I think the players are a lot more fit. So they're going to finish at 4th this time. In 3rd, I got Arsenal. Arsenal's going to do well, but Arsenal had 2 seasons. 2 seasons. They played their best football for 2 seasons and still couldn't win the Premier League. Especially last season, you played your best football, and City, that was their worst season, and you still came out 2nd. I'm sorry, but I think now a bunch of the players are gonna be a little bit mentally drained. Not too much, but down to the point where they're not finishing. They're not winning the league. Obviously, they're not finishing 2nd. They're gonna finish 3rd. In 2nd, Manchester United. Well, honestly, I think Manchester United's squad, it's an improved squad. They've made some good signings. Erik ten Hag has a better relationship with the players, especially Jadon Sancho. So they're gonna finish 2nd. And of course, finishing at the top of the Premier League, Manchester City. Genuinely, I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if anyone says, oh, the Premier League is becoming a farmers' league. Shut up. Just shut up. Genuinely, I want to see this. I want to see the 5-peat. I want to see 5 in a row. I want to see this. It was almost ruined last season. Right now they're on 4. It was almost ruined last season, remember, because whoever it was that they were playing against scored an equalizer. But now, City lost a couple good players, but it's City. They have good players on top of good players. So honestly, Manchester City, you're winning the league. And with that, that's my 2024-2025 predictions. Thank you guys for watching. Whoever might be watching this, honestly, I don't know how many people's gonna see this. I'm probably getting like 20 views on it. If I get 20 views on it, I'm still gonna be thankful. I'll make another video at the end of the season, saying, hey, let's look back at the start of the season. So thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, leave a like, comment, say what you want, or whatever. And until whenever else, some other time, I will see you later. Bye.